Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on your YouTube channel. When we want to say that something is clean, the first word flashing through our mind, crossing our mind is the word clean. We say something is clean, right? But the question arising now is, are there any alternatives to the word clean that we can use to say that something is clean without using this word? The answer is yes, which is what you're going to learn in today's video. There is nothing wrong at all with using the word clean. This is the most basic and fundamental way of saying something is clean, something is neat and tidy. But in today's video, I want to focus your attention on other ways of saying something is clean in English. So let's get started. But before we do so, I kindly want you to like this video in support of this channel. I help you with your English. You please help me with the growth of this channel by liking this video, and thank you for doing so. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and leave a comment down below by telling me from which country you're watching these videos. Now, let's get started. The first word that we can use to say that something is very clean, neat, and tidy, or instead of using the word clean, is the word spotless. 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 When we say something is spotless, what we mean is that something is clean, neat, and tidy, and is free or empty of spots and stains. Doesn't have any spots or stains on it. So, we can use the word spotless to emphasize that something is clean, neat, and tidy. An example: thanks to your cleaning services, the kitchen was spotless after the party. Thanks to your cleaning services, the kitchen was spotless after the party, which means after the party, the kitchen was very clean, neat, shiny, tidy, with no stains, no spots, with no dirt, all because of your cleaning services. Now let's move on to the next word that you can use instead of using the word clean to emphasize that something is clean, neat, and tidy, which is pristine. 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 The word pristine. Pristine. When we say something is pristine, what we mean is that something is still in its original condition. Something is perfectly clean, neat, and tidy. Something has no dirt on it. Something has no stains, no spots, is free of dirt and spots or stains. Something is originally clean or is still in its original condition, perfectly clean, neat, and tidy. So we can use the word pristine. An example: there are a lot of pristine lakes in the vicinity of our city. There are a lot of pristine lakes in the vicinity of our city. There are a lot of pristine lakes in the vicinity of our city, which means there are a lot of perfectly clean, neat, tidy, and shiny lakes in the vicinity of our city. A lot of lakes that are still in their original and perfect condition. The lakes that are still in their originally clean condition. So there are a lot of pristine lakes in the vicinity of our city. The third word that you can use instead of using the word clean to emphasize that something is clean is immaculate. 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 The adjective immaculate. We can use immaculate to say that something is very clean, neat, and tidy, shiny. Something is free of dirt, free of spots, free of stains. Something is shiny, tidy, clean, neat, and perfectly pristine and spotless. An example: her white dress remained immaculate despite the dusty road. Her white dress remained immaculate despite the dusty road. Her white dress remained immaculate despite the rusty road, which means despite the dusty road. Her white dress remained immaculate despite the dusty road, which means despite the fact that the road was dirty and dusty, her white dress remained perfectly clean, neat, and tidy, perfectly pristine, and spotless, or immaculate. Now let me focus your attention on the next beautiful word that you can use instead of repeating the word clean, which is sanitary. 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 When we say something is sanitary, it has a slightly different meaning from the word pristine, spotless, immaculate, and all the previous words that we just discussed, sanitary actually means medically clean, neat, and tidy, and refers to the idea that something is free of germs, bacteria, and contaminants, or anything dirty, anything that might contaminate something. In other words, when we say something is sanitary, what we mean is that something is hygienic, something is medically clean. Let me give you an example. The hospital ensures all the instruments are kept in a sanitary condition. The hospital ensures that all instruments are kept in a sanitary condition, which means the hospital reassures all patients that all the instruments used in the hospital are maintained and kept in a medically clean, neat, and tidy condition. In a condition empty and free of germs, bacteria, viruses, contaminants, anything that might contaminate the instruments, or in a hygienic condition. Now we move on to the next word that you can use to say something is clean, which is the word sterile. Sterile, sterile, sterile. Similar to sanitary, sterile means something which is empty and free of bacteria, viruses, contaminants, germs, and dirt. Something that is medically clean. Let me give you an example. The surgical room must be completely sterile before any procedures begin. The surgical room must be completely sterile before any procedures begin. The surgical room must be completely sterile before any procedures begin, which means before any operations start, in the operation room, in the surgery room, in the surgical room, everything must be completely and perfectly sterile, or must be medically clean, must be completely empty and free of germs, bacteria, viruses, dirt, any contaminants, anything that might put the life of patients at risk or in danger of infection. So we can use the word sterile to say something is empty of infectious bacteria, infectious viruses, infection, germs, anything that might contaminate the instruments used in a surgical room or might put the life of patients in danger or at risk of infection. Well, the next word that we can use to say something is very clean is the word neat. You must have seen, heard, and used this word before. We can use the word neat to refer to how well organized and clean something is or a place is. Let me give you an example. Wow, your room looks neat today. Wow, your room looks neat today, which means your room looks clean today. The next word that we can use instead of the word clean to refer to how clean something is the word tidy. 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 Tidy refers to how clean, neat, and well-organized someone or something is. How spotless, immaculate, how pristine something is. Let me give you an example. She made sure the living room was tidy before the guests arrived. She made sure the living room was tidy before the guests arrived. She made sure the living room was tidy before the guests arrived, which means she made sure the living room was clean, neat, in a perfect condition before the guests arrived. The next word that we can use to say something is very clean, neat, and tidy, something is very shiny, is the word sparkling. Sparkling, sparkling, sparkling. Sparkling is used to emphasize that something is at the highest possible level of cleanliness. Something is perfectly clean, neat, and tidy. Something is very shiny and bright because of being clean, because of being very neat, tidy, and well organized. So the word sparkling can be used to emphasize the highest possible level of cleanliness. Let me give you an example. If you polish your car, it will look sparkling, especially in the sun. If you polish your car, it will look sparkling, especially in the sun. Which means if you polish your car, it will look extremely shiny and beautiful and clean, neat, and tidy. It will look perfectly clean, neat, and tidy. It will enjoy the highest possible level of cleanliness, especially in the sun. And the next word that you can use to say that something is very clean, neat, and tidy is the word hygienic. Hygienic actually refers to how clean, neat, and tidy something is in terms of being free and empty of germs, bacteria, viruses, and infection, or any contaminants. Let me give you an example. It is necessary to wash your hands regularly to maintain a hygienic environment. It is necessary to wash your hands regularly to maintain a hygienic environment. It is necessary to wash your hands regularly to maintain a hygienic environment, which means it is necessary to wash your hands regularly to make sure that the environment is free of germs, bacteria, viruses, contaminants, and any infection. Alright guys, that's about all. So in today's video, you learned some beautiful words that you can use to emphasize how clean, neat, and tidy something is. Let's review all these words together. Spotless, spotless, spotless. Pristine, pristine, pristine. Immaculate, immaculate, immaculate. Sanitary, sanitary, sanitary. Sterile, sterile, sterile. Neat, neat, neat. Tidy, tidy, tidy. Sparkling, sparkling, sparkling. Hygienic, hygienic, hygienic. Now what I want you to do is like this video in support of this channel, and thank you for doing so. Special thanks to those who like each and every single one of my videos and provide me with the energy I need to keep making these wonderful videos for you. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and leave a comment down below by telling me from which country you're watching these videos and how you find these videos. Do you find them useful? Of course you do. I'll be back soon.